Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we've got it. What is going on, guys? I'm Dave. And I might not be wearing pants. I'm just saying. You can't tell because you can't tell. It is hot. All right, I know that I was whining about the winter and how cold it was, even down here in the Southwest. But now I have to see if I can give you a shot. Can you see? We're in Mesa, Arizona, and Monte Vista. And if you've been to Monte Vista, take a look right there. This is how empty it is here. Probably only about 10 rigs here. That's because everybody else is smarter than me. I'm here to tell you, I'm ready. It was supposed to be 106 today. I don't think it got up to 106, but it's you know the difference between 106 and 104? Nothing. It's hot. All right. I didn't even go down by the pool. I'm staying close to the coach because the ACs are working. They wrote me a letter this morning. They left a note by the coffee maker and said, "Could we please have a break?" They have been going nonstop. It has. I don't think it's gotten down. I don't think it's gotten down below 75 at night. It is hot here. So, just saying. Hey, how is it going, everybody? How is your week going? I am having a better week here. X Fired Up gets first in the house right there. There it is. Hey, all. And I was reading the comments there, and that is Bill. Say hi to Bill, everybody. Glad to have you here. Oh, Cowboy Biker Adventures. I saw Miss Pearl out there someplace you know what? They are up in Tahoe, and I bet it's a lot cooler up there. Are you still in Tahoe? Maybe you're not. Depends. I just watched Tom and Lori's video, and it's got to be cooler than 106. I am just saying. Cowboy Biker Adventures, that's Don. He is up in Minnesota, I think I read there, and I know it's got to be cooler there. Oh, what a week. Got the truck back. I'm going to give an update on the truck. A new truck, new to me anyway. And finally, this has got to be the longest reveal in the history of YouTube. I finally got it back for a minute. I got it back for a minute, and now it's back into the shop. And that's where it is right now. I'll explain in just a minute. There's Jim and Sue Finstead. How you doing? Glad to have you here. What is it, Dave? Don was wondering how late I was going to be no, I do have a breeze. Yes, I do have a breeze. And it feels okay. There's WC RV Adventures. Glad to have you guys. Where are you? Trinidad, California. 53 degrees in Trinidad, California. That's got to be Celsius. No way. There's Mr. Bob. Next exit. Glad to have you here, Hot. You notice that right there. I'm going to explain that. That thumb. Everything's opposite when you're looking at the camera. That thumb. That is my water heater, and the cover is missing. Good eye there, Don. All right, excuse me, Bob. We're going to explain that in just a minute. There is a reason for that. But we are going to go ahead and reveal and start this off a little bit. We're going to work our way in, but I have some video footage. What is going on with your hot water heater? Yeah, you're late to the party, Don. You're late to the party. I'm going to explain it. I am. See, Bob is on it though. Life with Lenny is in the house. Glad to have you here. Oh my gosh. All right, let's start this puppy off here and see if I can actually get the the crew in the background to do a little bit of work. There we go. All right. Guys, there we go. What is going on, guys? All right. Well, I've been saying it for a while. Been working on replacing the Dodge. You know, I've had this Dodge for quite a long time. As she's getting tired, she's requiring more and more work. And just replaced the rear axle, had that rebuilt actually. And well, I'm ready for something different. And I'll tell you, the biggest one is back here. It's a quad cab, but there's not enough room for adults back there. And so really you can only hold 2, maybe 3 people if you lift up the seat. And well, she's been a good rig. She's getting ready to be replaced. That's it for right now. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it because I know some people show up late. But what are we replacing her with? Stop right there. Stop. All right. The video is playing in the background. Got to get the technical crew working here. Oh, look! And I don't see I don't see him here, but RV Living Life. I am sporting RV Living Life. There is ice in this cup. We've got iced coffee going on, and it is the way to survive here right now. Hopefully everybody is staying cool out there. I am the only numbskull that is actually staying here in the Southwest. What was I thinking? Well, I know what I was thinking. I was thinking that this was going to take a week, maybe 2, and I would be here just a little bit longer. I was not expecting it to be in the shop for 3 weeks, and now it's going to be 4 weeks. But tomorrow I get the truck back, and I was excited about it because went by. I'm getting some stuff done on it. That is it's not a need, but I needed to. And when you see the next video clip, you'll kind of know why. Oh my gosh. But again, 4 weeks to get this thing done. What I thought it was going to be, a week or 2. I didn't think it was going to take this long. So how is everybody doing out there, dude? Life with Lenny. Congrats on your 2 years full time. There you go. And Lenny's putting out some videos there. I think it's Life with Lenny. If that is not correct, put it down there and let us know. So glad to have you here. So all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to answer it sooner rather than later. And all right. Well, I've got the first part of this. And we're going to break this up into 2 parts, but let's go ahead and run that second part of that video here and just see if we can't. Well, we picked up an ugly truck. We got an ugly truck. Actually, got a really good deal on it. It's a 2013 Ford F-150, and this is a retired fire truck. The person that I bought it from actually bought it at auction, and she's got a few blemishes. She's got a few things that need to be worked on, but that's okay. I got it cheap enough that I could go ahead and get a lot of the front end suspension parts replaced and as needed. But it has been in the shop for about 3 weeks. The first time that I got it back, it wasn't right. I had to send it back. But she's nice. She's nice, and she's gonna make a good rig. Biggest thing is I'll explain that in a second. She does need a little bit though. A little bit of tender love and care, and I really don't like the red on there. The previous owner, I guess, I don't know if they tried to buff out the red, and no, that's not gonna work. They put some well, they put some wrap. They did a blue wrap on it, and you can kind of see it on the door handles here. If I can, I don't know if I can get a piece of that, but that wrap really it came off rather easy off of the body, but not off of these door handles. So we'll just plan on replacing those. Yeah, I can't quite, there we go. See if I can get a little piece of it. Really stuck to that plastic on there. The door handles themselves don't look like they're in bad shape, but trying to get that wrap off of that plastic, and from around these handles and the emblems, you can see it's kind of, but I got a plan. So I have had one weekend out of the last 3 weeks. I ended up putting and setting this up for towing. I got some Kurt tow brackets down there. Got those installed. Got it wired in for lights, and she's almost ready for prime time, but she's gonna go back into the shop one more time, and you guys are gonna go with me in the morning. I'm gonna drop this off. Look at that, see? This, it came off the sides pretty easy. Any of the painted surfaces let go of that wrap pretty easy, but yeah, not this plastic does not want to let go of that. Ooh, yeah, there you go. I could probably save that handle, but it's not worth it. It's only about $29 on Amazon. I figure I can just go ahead and replace it, yeah, along with the back tailgate. So I got the cage moved over from the Ram, so the bikes will fit in the back, and yeah, that actually went straight in. I actually didn't have to adjust that at all. It went straight in. So the biggest thing though is look at the, you know, I was wanting something. Some of my tools, and nice big back seat, plenty of room to haul friends and head up and do things, and that was the biggest thing, is not having room for friends. It was really a tight fit back there for adults. So this originally did come from Texas, so at least it had Texas plates on it. I see some registration and emissions stickers from Texas. So got to haul this thing off in the morning, and I'm going to do a couple things though to make the job a little bit easier. So I'll take you guys with me in the morning, but tomorrow morning she's going to the paint shop and getting rid of that red stripe. So it's exciting stuff. You know what, I'm really looking forward to doing it, to putting this one into service. It also means that I'm going to have to get rid of the Ram over here. I got a plan for that too. So she's been a good truck, but it's time to retire and move on to the new. So All right, guys, I got a little bit of work. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's hot out here. There you go. Ford F-150. Switching over from Dodge to Ram. I know the Dodge guys will be, the Ford guys will be like, yeah, that's cool. I've never been a Dodge guy, Ram guy. They are all just buckets that you throw money into. And in this case, motorcycles into. All right, I got to go to work. We'll see you in the All right. There you go. We got a fire truck. And I knew that it was a matter of I needed to get a fire hat and some lights for the top if I was going to keep it that way. Oh, RV Living Life is here. And look at, I was just mentioning you. Look at that shiny cup there, Gary. Right there. There you go. And still sporting all the paint. Look. That is, I love this cup. We've got a nice iced coffee going in here right now. Iced Canadian coffee, actually. So, oh my gosh, yeah, I don't know. Somebody mentioned that I can change up and still make Utah. I do not know at this point. I do not know the future of travels because if you guys watched it all, I'm supposed to be up in Utah right now, and I am not anywhere near Utah. I wish I had the temperatures of Utah. I do not. It is, like I said, it was supposed to be 106. I don't think it actually got up to 106 today. I think it made it to about 104. Maybe it was because the breeze started kicking in, and we'll take that. We'll take that as a win. But so just the people that I've been, friends with here, I got a lot of razzing over the fire truck, and and it was ugly. It was ugly. The fire truck was not working for me. But again, I knew that was probably something we can take care of. I had the option of painting the entire truck and getting it back to white, or going with something different. And I had kind of a saying that I used to joke about because I had a white truck. I've actually had a couple of white vehicles, and I said white is for the people that were at the dealership and they couldn't decide which color, so they got white. And so I decided to follow my lead, and rather than paint it all white, which was expensive, by the way, a little less expensive was to paint that red stripe. And I'll tell you right up front, I decided to go with the bronze color that's on the coach right here to paint that. And that is why my water heater door is missing off of my water heater. Interestingly enough, the water heater door has all three colors of the coach: silver, black, and bronze. And I went ahead with the bronze, and I've been excited to see it. And just as it was by chance, I decided to take a drive this morning. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to drive by the shop and see if possibly it's sitting outside. And interestingly enough, when I drove up the street to the shop, now they're fairly good sized shop, but they have a lot of vehicles and they park them out on the street at various stages so that they can keep room for them in the shop and what they're working on at that moment. And so I was kind of hoping that I could sneak by there and just kind of do a drive-by, you might say. So I did manage to do that, and I've got video of it coming up. and can't wait to show you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to get it back and see it, and looking forward to it. Jenny Craig is in the house. Jenny Craig Adventures. Glad to have you here. I like the name, by the way. I like the name. Oh, so yeah, I have my 70-mile rule, and I think Bob was mentioning earlier I can drive over 100 miles and make Utah. Um, I don't know. I really want to. I'm definitely this week, and I fully expect by next Sunday to be out of Mesa and off to cooler weather. I may not make it any farther than Sedona or Flagstaff, but it is 10 degrees cooler there, so I will take it. I will absolutely take it. But the funny thing is the RV living life. You see a lot of sunsets and good times, but every now and then things just they don't always go right, and plans change. And I'm going to borrow the term from Tom and Lori, because I know I've seen it on their channel many times, and that the plans are written in sand, and it is ever shifting sand for me for the last 4 weeks. So I am so ready to get out of here. And ooh, yeah. Jenny Craig, sorry we missed you at Mesa, Dave. Yep, you wrote to me and pick up new coats, but it's oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you guys were here for just a minute, and I was leaving the next day, so we missed up. So that didn't turn out. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Dave, head to Michigan. No, that's too close to Detroit and Chicago, and I'm afraid of those areas. I don't know. Eventually, I hope to get up and do those northern states. So, but yeah, Chicago is probably last on the list. But you know what? We have such an amazing country traveling around. By the way, can I just say happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and including my father, who I miss dearly. And hopefully, if your father is still around, give him a call. Give him a call, or let him know that it's his day. It's there you go. I did hear from my daughter. I'm actually getting at some point here later on today. I get to get on the phone. She was actually at work, and I said no problem. We'll just talk tonight. So looking forward to that. But yeah, it was keeping the original color, always the cheapest on a full paint. And that was an option. They were shooting a price at me of $4,500, which to me doesn't sound all that bad for a full paint, but I'm cheap. I just am. So I went into them and I said, what would you charge me just to paint the stripe and fix a couple of the little dents? $1,200. And I said, what about fixing a couple of these dents? Oh, we'd probably add on another $300 for that. So for a total of $1,500, I've got a truck on the way. So probably a good time to segue into showing that other half of that video. So without anything further, let's go. There we go. All right, let's throw it on up there, and we'll show you. We just got some pictures. Morning. Bye, guys. All right, it is the next morning, and drop the truck off. No more fire truck. Hopefully we'll have that done in a few days. And Oof. We're gonna hope that it's not a fire truck anymore. But you know, considering that I've never done an Uber up until about 3 weeks ago, now I have done more Ubers than I care to remember. So it's time to get back home, and I'll be back when I go to pick it up, and we'll take a look. I'm excited to get her back. We're that much closer to getting out of Phoenix. So I gotta find someplace to order an Uber. All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, for you a little bit. It's gonna be a weekend for me. Take care. Hold on. Okay, guys, it is just an hour before the live, and I still got the Dodge here, but the Ford's still at the shop. I decided I wanted to go, so I'm excited to get the Ford back. I wanted to go take a little bit, just peek, just see if there's a sneak peek, see if I might be able to get you. Here's what I found. Yeah, here is the old rig. This is the way that it came to me. Well, I snapped these photos right here as I was driving by. So this is the drive-by sneak peek. It says the truck is still at the shop, and there you go. That's all we're gonna get. All right, hold on a second. So there you go, a sneak peek. That was as much as I got, because I didn't want to interfere. I know that they're working. They're working on a Sunday of all days. I wasn't sure if they'd even be open, but got over there. And by the way, did you see in the video, if you're familiar with Monte Vista, did you see all the empty spots here? You've just never seen Monte Vista like that. So, but yeah, I managed to snap a couple of pictures on the drive-by, and it looks fantastic. And they still have a couple of the little dents to pull out, and they were just little dents on the back tailgate. But yeah, I am so pleased. So let's see if we can get one more, back up the video just a little bit. And that is the color of the coach. So let's see. That was right at the end here. Let's see. That it came to me. That's the blue wrap that's on these photos right here as I was driving by. So this is the drive-by sneak peek. It says the truck is still at the shop, and there you go. Yeah, let's see. I am excited about that. There we go. And that is the reason why my water heater cover is missing, because they needed it for a color match, so they could put that on there for me. So yeah, I'm excited, guys. I am excited, and I never expected to actually have a rig that kind of matched the coach, but there you go. It just kind of worked out that way. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna like it. I've now got to drive it for a couple days, and I just drove it around and making sure that everything is right with it. And I can tell you, everything is good with it. There's, in those pictures, and if you notice, when I went to open up the back door on the truck in the video, I pulled out the handle. Well, I started to pull all of the handles, and I thought, I haven't gotten video of this yet. So I forgot when I was filming. I went to open the back door on that. I'll probably edit that out. But I went to open up the back door and the handle came off because it was just sitting on there, just for the look. And I, I didn't even realize I left it in there to show on the video here. So there you go. But it's the video they usually show on here is still raw and hasn't been edited, and so and that's the kind of the behind the scenes things that are going on. But yeah, in the pictures at the end there, it still has some work to do, still has door handles to put on. I'm actually doing all of the door handles and the emblems and all of that good stuff. So I pretty much made it really easy for the paint shop to just focus on getting the little dings and door dings out and things like that, and getting her painted, and a little bit more. We got just a little bit more. So yeah, finally things are starting to look like I can start heading out of here. I'm supposed to have it back Monday or Tuesday, and so did the video a while back. Definitely go see Copper Peak ski. Oh, definitely will. Ski sump or ski jump. Yeah. Oh, so what has been happening besides that? I have been waiting and have been having Amazon. Amazon has I have a number of things that need to go back on the truck, including wheels and tires, which I'm working on, and hopefully those will be done this week as well. I have some running boards. I just didn't want that stuff to be on it while they were painting. I didn't want overspray or any paint on those, so I figured, you know what, Amazon's been bringing it, and I actually have it. The running boards are right here. You can see the box right down there. It's still waiting for it. So along with door handles and emblems and all that good stuff. So still have a little bit of work to do, but honestly, it's less than a day's worth of work to put all of that stuff on, and she will be ready to go. So somebody asked me, why get all the front suspension work done if it didn't really need to be done? And and it's true. When I bought the truck, the person that I bought it from actually came right out and said, well, there's a CV joint boot that is torn on the front axle on the driver's side that really should be replaced. And I said, no worries. I'm going to have the mechanic check it all out and let me know. And the mechanic came back and said, yeah, it needs a CV boot and some probably could use some the front shocks. They're not called shocks. I'm drawing a blank on the front shocks on that. And it's a bit of a process to get those in and out. Nothing that I wanted to tear into without a shop here. So I thought, just go ahead and take care of, just replace the entire axles on both sides rather than just a boot, and get any of the other front suspension stuff done. And the reason that I do that, and then just a tip for full timers, that front suspension is really important. Really, all the rolling parts are really important when you four-wheel tow, because about the time that you have a problem with it, it's probably there's a big danger of it being in a ball of flames, especially when you're driving a big rig. You don't notice if something goes wrong back there with the suspension, the wheels, the bearings, something like that. Much like the rear axle on the Dodge, somebody actually stopped me and said, "You have smoke coming from the back of the coach." And then I soon found out that it was actually the rear axle. And so that was the reason why. Absolutely get that stuff taken care of, because I've seen some disasters on the highway, and I've seen and heard both of disasters with the front suspension something going awry, something going wrong, and boy, it can just, you don't feel it up there in the coach. These things go down the road, and even though it's a 6,000 pound vehicle behind you that you're towing, you really don't feel it. And about the time you have a problem is when you're going to see smoke or even worse. So yeah, if you have it into the shop, have them check out all the suspension, the bearings, and all that good stuff. And by all means, don't pass that up. Get it fixed. Definitely get it fixed. There's Miss Sarah, Hag of the Hills. Super windy. It is windy here as well. So if you're coming late, I was showing some video of the truck, and maybe as we come up towards the end of the hour, just to finish it up, we'll go ahead and get a little bit more of that. But glad to have you here. So that was the reason why. Yeah, just take care of it, everything that it needs. When I did get it back, it wasn't right, and it would be hard to explain. I know what happened with it, but it wasn't right when I got it back, and I called the mechanic and said, "Gonna have to have you take a look at this thing again because it's not right." And sure enough, it wasn't. So it took another week for him to go back into it and correct it and get it right again. And this is not on the mechanic. This is something that is just an innocent mistake, but it needed to be right, and make sure that that's going to follow behind. But really, anybody that hauls trailers, hauls anything behind your rig, you kind of know, you know what, that vehicle back there is really all you can do is put a video camera on it and watch it, and even then I get on the road. I don't think really a lot about looking back at that vehicle. And in this case, when I had the problem with the Dodge and the rear axle, it was nighttime. I wasn't thinking smoke. I wasn't thinking anything bad. It wasn't until somebody actually kind of passed me and threw on their hazard lights and stopped me, and got pulled over to the side of the road. Thank goodness for that person, and walked back there, and yeah, there was smoke coming from that rear axle, and I knew that I had a problem. So don't let that happen to you. Definitely get it checked out. Anytime you're at a shop, just have them look at it. A lot of times they'll look at it for free, and if they see a problem, they'll let you know. So if you're like me, I typically do all of my own maintenance anyway, so I particularly watch whenever I'm underneath the truck, and both front and rear suspension, if I see any problems underneath there. So so how is it going out that way with you guys? Everybody is scattered around the country. I don't remember if Bob said, Bob, what do you got for temperatures in Tahoe? I bet it's a lot better than 104. I'm just guessing. And Miss Sarah, I can almost guarantee it's 104 there or hotter. So you got the same weather I do. But Don, I don't remember what he had. I don't know if you said or if I missed it. Oh, and I know I know I was asking for warm weather. I was actually looking forward to warm weather after the cold winter that we had. So yeah, I am, I have had enough. I've had enough warm weather. I'm ready to go. So tossing around the idea, if I, I have to turn around and go up back up that. If I go up north, I have to be back down here and start heading back this way in October, which is my normal. And I'm kind of tossing around the idea, possibly thinking about with some thought of hitting up the balloon fiesta in Albuquerque rather than going all the way up north as I originally planned. And I've been kind of wondering when I would be able to work that in. The balloon festival in Albuquerque, I think, is the biggest in the nation. If it's not, it's got to be close, because that is an amazing thing. It was a bucket list, and I managed to get there a few years ago. I'd really love to get there again. So I was thinking, if I just made a right turn, I could, make a right turn at Flagstaff, head over to Colorado, maybe do some of the Rockies, and I could just make that trip right down into Albuquerque, and that would still put me in the right place. So I'm toying with the idea. I'm toying. Raya, Oregon, 61 degrees, which is not bad. That's actually kind of chilly. Kind of chilly. 73 up there in Minnesota, where Dawn is at. And Miss Sarah says 98 with a 25-mile-an-hour wind. It's not quite that windy here, but if you can see in the background, it's a little bit. Little bit. It's a nice breeze. It actually doesn't feel too bad. So, oh, there it is. Bob says mid 60s for highs, lows 40s. Leave tomorrow for Oregon. Pearl has 400. Oh, Miss Pearl. Oh, Seven Feathers. I like Seven Feathers. Absolutely. But 400 miles? Four. Oh, I don't even know how you do that, Miss Pearl. I'm telling you, you are a rock star. I don't even know how you do that. 80. 80 in SoCal. Stuck in SoCal for the summer. Well, you know what? That's actually got to be better than Phoenix in 104. So that might not be too bad. Who else is going? Will you be there? Life with Lenny says they'll be in the Balloon Fiesta. The Balloon Fiesta is the first week of October. It is that way every year. And normally in October, I'm just starting to leave Oregon. So I've often wondered how often I was going to be able to catch that. It is an amazing thing. And yeah. I would like to get back there, toying around with the idea. Toying around, I can do whatever I want. So why not? Why not? Yeah. Don's got it right. That would take me 5 days of travel. Yeah, if you're doing 100 miles a day. Uh, is there a balloon festival in Oregon? If there is, I don't know of it. Now, I have seen, I know Bend, Oregon has a small one every year. There's usually 10 to a dozen balloons there. A lot of the balloon people travel around the country. So I'm not entirely sure if there's a big one in Oregon. So 80, and actually for Florida, that doesn't sound too bad. Central Florida, 80. But you got the high humidity, so there is that. there is that. Go to the mountains near North New Mexico. I have been up there, including Dulce, which has some UFO lore up in that way. And but I was thinking the actual being up in the mountains of Colorado and dropping down that way. So yeah, Pearl is a rock star right there. There you go. Pick up a good book on tape. That is true. I mean, there is a positive for traveling straight through and having those travel days. So, you know, oh, I got a leg cramp. Definitely, you're going to get there. And I just like enjoying the ride along the way. And there's always so much to see. So, but, you know, everybody, you did that 600 miler here last year, and I just couldn't believe it. I mean, that is a long day right there. But so yeah, you are right there. Miss Pearl is a rock star. There you go. Dave, check into Media Pass at Balloon. Here, YouTube channels generally get one, and you get great parking. Great tip. Thanks, Bob. I will absolutely check into that. I'll absolutely check into that. And if I get something, I'll put it out on the channel. Let you know what I find. If I go, I mean, I'm not 100% solid on that trip right now. Right now, all I want to do is make it up to either Sedona or Flagstaff. I know it's cooler up there, much higher. I think they're at about 5,500 feet. So it is definitely cooler. No, what is that? X fired up 1,250 miles. That's a full day. No, that is crazy. I don't want any part. No. No. 1,250 miles. Whew. Miss Jennifer LaFord is here. Glad to have you here. Father's Day stuff, you know. Yes, by the way, happy Father's Day. If you're coming in late, I mentioned it earlier. Hopefully give Dad a ring. If you can. Give Dad a ring. Absolutely. Okay, I said earlier, if you missed it and you're coming in late, I did show video reveal. Let's go ahead and do that again, and because it looks like we got just a little bit more. So if you missed it, we'll go ahead and throw that up there, and we'll see. Other than that, you know, we'll talk about the rest of this week and what that looks like, but I'm sure hoping that it looks a lot like Sedona by the next time that you guys see me. So we will see. But yeah, if you missed the reveal on the truck, let's go ahead and see if I can back that up. Back that up right. I think that was right about there. There we go. F-150. And this is a retired fire truck. The person that I bought it. Difficulties. Oh, there we go. Rom actually bought it at auction, and she's got a few blemishes. She's got a few things that need to be worked on, but that's okay. I got it cheap enough that I could go ahead and get a lot of the front end suspension parts replaced and as needed, but it has been in the shop for about 3 weeks. The first time that I got it back, it wasn't right. I had to send it back, but she's nice, and she's gonna make a good rig. Biggest thing is Blooper. She does need a little bit though. A little bit of tender love and care. And I really don't like the red on there. The previous owner, I guess, I don't know if they tried to buff out the red, and no, that's not gonna work. They put some well, they put some wrap. They did a blue wrap on it, and you can kind of see it on the door handles here. If I can, I don't know if I can get a piece of that, but that wrap really it came off rather easy off of the body, but not off of these door handles. So we'll just plan on replacing those. Yeah, I can't quite. There we go. See if I can get a little piece of it. Really stuck to that plastic on there. The door handles themselves don't look like they're in bad shape, but trying to get that wrap off of that plastic, and from around these handles and the emblems, you can see it's kind of. But I got a plan. I got a plan. So I have had it for 1 weekend out of the last 3 weeks. I ended up putting and setting this up for towing. I got some Kurt tow brackets down there. Got those installed. Got it wired in for lights, and she's almost ready for prime time, but she's gonna go back into the shop one more time, and you guys are gonna go with me in the morning. I'm gonna drop this off. Look at that, see? It came off the sides pretty easy. Any of the painted surfaces let go of that wrap pretty easy, but yeah, this plastic does not want to let go of that. Ooh, yeah, there you go. I could probably save that handle, but it's not worth it. It's only about $29 on Amazon. I figure I can just go ahead and replace it, yeah, along with the back tailgate. So I got the cage moved over from the Ram, so the bikes will fit in the back, and yeah, that actually went straight in. I actually didn't have to adjust that at all. It went straight in. So the biggest thing though is look at the, you know, I was wanting something, and you see some of my tools in there. I'm working on it. Nice big back seat, plenty of room to haul friends and head up and do things, and that was the biggest thing, is not having room for friends. It was really a tight fit back there for adults. So this originally did come from Texas, so at least it had Texas plates on it. I see some registration and emissions stickers from Texas. So got to haul this thing off in the morning, and I'm going to do a couple things though to make the job a little bit easier. So I'll take you guys with me in the morning, but tomorrow morning she's going to the paint shop and getting rid of that red stripe. So it's exciting stuff. You know what, I'm really looking forward to doing to putting this one into service. It also means that I'm going to have to get rid of the Ram over here. I got a plan for that too. So she's been a good truck, but it's time to retire and move on to the new. So all right guys, I got a little bit of work. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's hot out here. There you go. Ford F-150. Switching over from Dodge to Ram. I know the Dodge guys will be, the Ford guys will be like, yeah, that's cool. I have never been a Dodge guy, Ram guy. They are all just buckets that you throw money into. And in this case, motorcycles into. All right, I got to go to work. We'll see you in the morning. Bye, guys. All right, it is the next morning, and drop the truck off. No more fire truck. Hopefully we'll have that done in a few days. And we're gonna hope that it's not a fire truck anymore. But you know, considering that I've never done an Uber up until about 3 weeks ago, now I have done more Ubers than I care to remember. So it's time to get back home, and I'll be back when I go to pick it up, and we'll take a look. I'm excited to get her back. We're that much closer to getting out of Phoenix. I gotta find someplace to order an Uber. All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, for you a little bit. It's gonna be a weekend for me. Take care. Hold on. Okay, guys, it is just an hour before the live, and I still got the Dodge here, but Ford's still at the shop. I decided I wanted to go, because I'm excited to get the Ford back. I wanted to go take a little bit, just peek, just see if there's a sneak peek, see if I might be able to get you. Here's what I found. Yeah, here is the old rig. This is the way that it came to me. Well, I snapped these photos right here as I was driving by. So this is the drive-by sneak peek. It says the truck is still at the shop, and there you go. That's all we're gonna get. All right, hold on a second. So there you go. There you go. If you missed it a little bit earlier, that's yeah. And Bob asks, is a pickup diesel or gas? It is gas, and runs like a top. It really runs great. So it's a little high on miles, but you know, I don't put a lot of miles on the rig, other than the suspension and so forth. There's more miles that I put on traveling it and hauling it around the country than actually driving it when I get there. And I think on the Ram, in the last 5 years, I've only put 9,000 miles on it. And so I fully expect the same for this one. And so I'm as good as it's running. I don't expect any problems. And again, I got it at a deal that if I had to replace something, which I can't foresee, I'm still not hurt by this deal. So I'm really excited to get that in. Now, I don't know, you guys, if you name your rigs or not. I know some of you have, and I was sitting there going, what would I name this thing? Now it is a Lariat is the model of it, the Ford model, and we could call it Larry. So, and is that boring? Is that you know, Larry works. And we could take Larry and go four-wheeling, and yeah, looking forward to that. So maybe we'll do the Larry thing. So I pick up Larry on. He said that it would be done tomorrow, but I asked him. I said, "Well, could you take care of a couple extra dents?" And I noticed in the pictures that they're working on the dents. They haven't gotten those yet, and they are pretty minor, so it may be ready tomorrow. We'll see. So Cowboy Biker Adventures called that out, and he saw the Texas inspection sticker on it before I even mentioned it in the video. That is a Texas truck. So all I could ask you, Don, is how do you get that little inspection sticker off the windshield? Because that thing is stuck on there like nobody's business. So call it Tex, since it's from. We could actually do that. So yeah, we will be the driver of choice. You know how many times we talked about going to even just go get pizza or go up to Desert Bar or something like that, and we had to take separate vehicles because they're most people have a rig that they can only haul a couple people in, including myself, and so that this is kind of nice, and I can tell you there's enough back seat room back there in the back seat. I can cross my legs. So anyway, I am looking forward to getting that back. Use goof off. There you go. There you go. All right, guys, we're going to call this one and get out of here. It's time to get on to the rest of the week. It's been a good week, and looking forward to this week getting out of here. Please get me out of here. I'm done with warm weather. I got my warm, and no, I've had enough. I am good. But you guys take care, and we will see you guys next week. All you people that are in cooler, more moderate temperatures that are pretty much perfect, I'm sure. I don't know what to say. I want to be there. Please take me there. Please get me out of here. I'm done with the heat. I am. So, oh my gosh. Well, let's see if we can give the last word of the night, and we'll give that to Miss Pearl. I like that. Thank you. The truck looks good. Enjoy the new rig. Safe travels to everybody. Have a great time wherever you are next. Guys, have a good week. We will see you next week. Take care. Live life full time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Perfect timing. I'm right at the bottom of it. Look at that. Look at that cup, Gary. Look at that cup. We should all have a cup that pretty. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Happy Father's Day. WCRV Adventures said it right there. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. All right. There we go.